Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Donna. I hope everybody's okay. Today we're going to be doing a 10-minute feel-good yoga practice. So this is really good for someone who's in their 50s that hasn't done yoga before and also for beginners. So let's get started. Swing your legs around. We're coming into child's pose. So big toes together, knees as wide as you can, and coming forward. You might like to put a cushion underneath your sit bones or a cushion underneath your forehead, and just coming forward, bring your fingertips together, place your forehead on the mat and just take a couple of long deep breaths. Relax your shoulders down, relax your lower back, long deep breaths, really melting into the mat. Another long deep breath, and on this exhale, pushing through your hands, coming into tabletop. So place your hands right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips, knees hip width apart and hands shoulder width apart. Looking down at the mat, engage your navel, take a deep breath here, and exhale. And we're coming into cat-cow, so drop your belly, lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling, chest coming forward, breathing in, and then exhale, round your back, navel to spine, coming into cat pose. Sit bones heading down towards the back of your knees, head in between your arms looking back towards your knees. Chin into the chest, and breathing in, drop your belly, arch your back, and then breathing out, pressing through the hands, around in your back, chin to your chest, tailbone curled down, and then another time breathing in, really breathe in deeply, and then exhale. Coming into tabletop again, extend your right leg out behind you, place it on the mat, and then press back through those toes and come forward on the toes and back on the toes, really stretching out that hip. And then take that leg across your body to the other side off the mat, and then pressing back through the heel onto the tippy toes. And your head's looking back towards that foot. So you've got a really C shape on one side of your body, a real curve to the side. And then coming back, place that knee back underneath your hips, deep breath in, and exhale. Another deep breath in, and deep breath out. Coming into neutral spine, pressing through those fingers, nice wide fingers on the mat, extend out your left leg, take it back on your toes, pressing back through your heel and forward. A few rocks, forward and back, really extending that hip. And when you're ready, take that leg across your right leg over to the other side of the mat, looking back towards it and then pressing back through that heel. Should feel a really good stretch through that left side of your body. And then coming back. This time, take your hands out a little bit further in front of you. Curl your toes under, coming up into downward facing dog. So hips lifted towards the ceiling. Gently pedal your heels towards the mat. Relax your shoulders down your back. Hands press firmly into the mat. Rise up on both toes. Gently come back towards the mat with your heels. Stepping forward between your hands, coming into lunge position. Now hold it here if you just like to, But if you'd like to take a little bit further, bring your hands to your thighs. It's a really good balance here. And if you're feeling a little bit more comfortable in this position, you can lift your arms up by your ears and then bring them into your sternum and just hold it here for a moment. When you're ready, take your weight forward. Bring your back foot in towards your ankle if you can. Find a spot in front of you to balance. Pull up nice and tall on that right supporting leg. Engage your navel. Then take your knee as close to your chest as you can and pull it in towards you to really stretch out that hip. Deep breath. Doesn't matter if you wobble around. Then slide your left hand to the ankle of the left foot. Bring the other hand into the sternum and let's just extend it slightly out away from you. So it's a mini dancer's pose. Hold it here for a moment, engage your navel. Then when you're ready, bring your leg back in. Lift the knee up in front of you and then place it on the mat, hip width apart. And then deep breath in, bend your knees. And roll down, bending your knees, coming over your legs. Place your hands on the mat, step back into downward facing dog. Gently pedal through your feet. And then up on your toes, slowly lower heels towards the mat. Navel engaged. Stepping forward between your hands into high lunge with your left foot this time. Step forward. And when you're ready, coming up to your thigh. Nice tall spine lifting up off your hips. Really feel that stretch through that right hip. Arms up. And then into your sternum, palms together. Hold it here. And then when you're ready, take your weight forward over your left leg, pushing off your right leg, coming up into lifting your leg up in front of you. Hold on to the knee and pull it towards you as much as you can. And then slide your right hand towards your ankle. Bring your other hand into your sternum. And then slowly extend it out just a tiny bit. Mini dancer's pose. Pulling up through the front of your body. And then bring it back. Release that hand coming back in front of you. And then place it on the mat. And then a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Coming down. Bend your knees. Swing your legs around. Cross over your right leg in front of your left. Sitting up nice and tall. You might want to put a cushion underneath your sit bone so you're sitting up a little bit higher. And then both arms up, breathing in. And coming forward, extending out from your hips as far as you can. Place your hands on the floor. Doesn't matter if they're only here or even up here, just as far as you can go. And then when you're ready, just relax forward, extending your arms out as much as you can. Come forward onto the mat or the floor in front of you. A couple of deep breaths here. Push off your hands. Coming to placing your right hand behind you, left hand on your right leg, pulling up just a nice twist here. Nice and tall through your spine. And then back to the centre. Switch over legs. Left leg in front this time. And breathing in. It does feel funny when you put the other leg in front that you're not used to. And then come forward as much as you can, stretching out and relaxing forward. It's very good for stretching out your hips. Shoulders gliding down. Then when you're ready, press back through your hands. And just take your legs forward in front of you and breathing in. And then coming forward, pulling your toes back towards you, hold on to your toes if you can, or otherwise your shins or your thighs, and just stretch forward. And then coming back up, cross your legs, sitting up on whatever you're sitting on, and dip your chin, close your eyes. Take your hands into Gyan Mudra, which is your index finger and thumb together. Just place them gently on your legs. And let's close our eyes and take a deep breath in. See whether our body feels good, whether it feels different to when we started. And just take some long deep breaths. Hands into your sternum. We're going to finish with one long Om. So breathe in. And breathing out Om. Om. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody, and hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Please write any comments in the comments below or any questions that you have, and subscribe to my channel if you like it. I'll see you again on the mat. Thank you for joining me.